Hey guys, what's up? Today I want to talk to you guys about the latest pickup I have, the Ronnie Fieg X Dover Street Market X New Balance 574 Sports. Now, these are a brand new silhouette from New Balance. This is like the first release of said silhouette. So I was like super excited to pick these up. The 574S's are kind of like a modern update to the classic 574s, an iconic New Balance runner that's been around for ages now, and it's kind of like a staple, probably part of like the Sneaker Hall of Fame. I mean, if anything, the 574 I feel like almost started the whole runner craze that's like going on like crazy right now. You know, it paved the way for all the Ultra Boosts, the Vapor Maxes, the NMDs, you name it. So, you know, when I heard that they were kind of like refreshing the 574s into a more modern silhouette, I knew I had to pick myself up a pair. And the whole Ronnie collab, you know, Ronnie always does a great job on his collab shoes. I saw him post these shoes on Instagram for the first time. I knew I would be buying them. So I kind of wanted to talk about the 574S silhouette in general before I started talking about the collab details. So let's get started with that. So I have a picture of the classic 574 up here for you guys to kind of reference. They did update a lot of things on here. I would say three major huge things got updates. The collar and tongue area right here, the toe box silhouette, and the midsole. Now those are like the three major things. So let's talk about the collar and tongue area first, because I think this is like the biggest change. So now obviously, as you can see here, it is a one-piece booty construction made out of this like mesh slash neoprene lined material right here. Very soft and breathable and very stretchy. A lot of stretch right here. So your foot can go in and out very easily. You actually don't have to untie the laces. Your foot will have no problem going in and out. So that's really nice and comfortable. And once your foot is in there, it's super comfortable as well, because the booty just kind of like locks your foot down. The booty is connected like all the way down here, pretty much at the midfoot area, so you won't have to worry about like your foot moving around or anything like that. But yeah, I think they definitely took some design cues from let's say the Adidas Ultra Boost, which also has a very similar booty system where the tongue and the collar are kind of like one giant booty. It worked well for Adidas. It also worked well for Asics in the Gelite 5s. As you can see, a very similar tongue and booty system. So yeah, I think you know, New Balance is kind of taking some pages out of their competitors' books. I'm not complaining, because this is a very comfortable system. The next big thing they updated was this overall kind of like toe box silhouette. As you can see now, it's a lot narrower, a little sleeker, a lot more sexier compared to the old one, where, you know, it's kind of like stubby and round. It's just, at the time, I think it was like a cool silhouette, and I think it still has its charm. However, you know, in 2017, when competing with all these other runners, I think this definitely is a lot more appealing of an option than the classic 574 silhouette. So I really like the slimmed down toe box. I think it's very similar to actually their made in USA cousin, the 997s or the 998s. They have sleek toe boxes like that. Okay, and lastly, we gotta talk about the midsole upgrade. So I'm not exactly sure what the old 574s had, but they weren't like the most comfortable shoes. The 574S's now pack a fresh foam midsole. Fresh foam's like New Balance's newest cushioning technology. They've been pushing it on a lot of their running performance shoes, like the Zant. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, it's definitely like a performance midsole, and it's built for performance. So it may not be as comfortable as Ultra Boost or not even Vapor Max, but you know, it's a very comfortable midsole. You definitely get a lot of like spring in your step because it was actually built for running, and you know, just for everyday normal use. It seems pretty comfortable. It's definitely not uncomfortable or anything like that. Just don't expect boost levels of, you know, feet huggingness or anything like that. So yeah, apart from those like kind of like three major features, there's like other little changes here and there, like this like plastic piece right here that wasn't there before. This just used to be leather. The heel has this kind of like loop for a little bit of flair, and the heel counter has been kind of subdued a little bit, and it's a lot more blended into the shoe, a little more stealthier now. But overall, the silhouette very much remains the same. You even have the exact same leather panels as the classic 574 shoe. You can see like none of the paneling has changed whatsoever. They use the exact same pieces. So when you actually put it on your foot, it looks very similar to a 574. I mean, you can tell it's like 574, except a little sleeker, a little more like aerodynamic, a little more 2017. So I dig it. I think it's a great update to a classic shoe, and I think it's going to give Adidas and Nike a run for their money, because this is retailing for, well, not this one, not the collab, but the general release versions are retailing for $120, which puts it right at that mesh NMD price range. And on this, in terms of like quality, this blows a mesh NMD out of the water. Like the leather, the construction, the workmanship, it's great. Oh, and by the way, this is not a made in USA shoe, just to clarify, because I think there's a lot of confusion about that. It's not like the 99X shoes that are made in USA. These are made in Vietnam. But not to take anything away from the construction or the quality of the shoe, because these are top notch. All right, so let's talk about the actual collab between New Balance, Ronnie, and Dover Street Market. So these came in three colorways. I'm going to throw up the colors right here. The gray, which is the one I got, the black, and the blue. I got the gray because I thought it was the most neutral colorway, and especially due to the interchangeability of the ends and all the different colors you get, I thought a neutral palette would work the best. So let's talk about the ends, the interchanging ends. Like, I think this is the highlight feature of this shoe, like, because like I didn't have anything like this before. I thought this was like such a cool concept. Here, as you can see, I just like, you know, threw on some bunch of random colors here. You got the salmon leather on this side. You got like black 3M on here. You got burgundy. Got some teal. So as you can see, you can definitely change the look and feel of the shoe depending on what color end you have on there. And I think that is like what really makes this shoe awesome. All right, I'm gonna take these ends off so I can show you like the entire collection of the ends. So this is the box all the ends came in. As you can see, there's like a ton of ends. There's like even more ends like inside the box. There's this entire Velcro wall that you can store the ends in. It'd be nice if there were like a little more, because there's not enough room, honestly, for 28. One curious thing to note, I guess, was that the only end that they give you 4 of is the black 3M end. So that's the only one you can actually like use to like cover your entire shoe with. All 4 of the same color. Everything else comes in like 2s and 3s. This white 3M N you get 3 of. You have kind of like a bunch of one-off 3M colorways. Like you get this like salmon 3M, you get this teal 3M, and you got this burgundy 3M. Apart from that, you get a pair of everything else. So you get a pair of the suede burgundy, pair of the suede salmon, pair of the suede Kelly, pair of the 3M black with a white outline, pair of the white 3M with a white outline, pair of the teal suede, a pair of the kind of like light navy with a 3M outline, pair of the forest green with a 3M outline, and a pair of the black with a 3M outline. That's a lot of ends. So that obviously gives you a ton of customization options. What's great about it is the fact that depending on what you're wearing, let's say I'm wearing like a green hat or something like that, throw a green N on the shoe, good to go, good to match. Say I'm wearing some burgundy, boom, throw a burgundy in on there, wear it with like a burgundy top, burgundy hat, whatever. You can see where I'm going with this. This shoe becomes like pretty much infinitely versatile, and you can match it with like any sort of outfit. And I think that's like the real strong suit of this collab, and that's what makes it so cool. Other things about this collab, I guess, it has a different kind of like tongue tag right here. The general release ones will have the New Balance logo on here and the number 574. This obviously, this says new and 574 on here. I don't know if I like dig that too much. It's kind of strange. It just says new. I think it'd been better if it said 574, 574, but whatever. Yeah, on the inside you have some customized sock liners. As you can see, you have Ronnie Fieg black sock liner on this side, and you have the DSM white sock liner on the other side. So yeah, overall, a super cool collab. Really digging the interchangeable ends. I think that was like a great concept. I think it was like a great way to launch a new silhouette, a great way to get people really interested in the new shoe that's about to come out. I think this shoe has a lot of potential. It's a great looking shoe, it's comfortable, and it hits the price point at $120. I think this shoe will do well. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting the 574 Sports, hopefully this video helped you out, make up your decision. And yeah, I'm gonna throw these on feet so you can see kind of like the silhouette in action. Once again, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.